out to all the babies, mamas, 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 baby mamas, mamas. Yeah, go like this. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Never meant to make you cry.
Basketball action, the 8th train, Harley Toledo, alongside with me is Ashley Wright and Palmer Alexander the third. 36-21 surge action, excuse me, against the threat. And 3 minutes to go here in the first half. Here's Eula being guarded by McClure. Great little move, she's inside the paint, she tried to toss it up, and she'll get 2 free throws. A little out of control, but she get a couple free throws out of it.
And she had to hesitate to dribble to the middle of the floor. But, no spacing, nobody cutting towards the basket. The Surge had everything kind of clogged up, had no place to go, no place to pass, so we got bailed out.
That was an example of trying to force a play when the play isn't there.
And a couple free throws coming up for Euless. In and out. And we're starting to see a little bit of the fatigue from threat already, considering they have 7 players that they are playing with tonight.
But you know what? They didn't even have to really even make a lot of substitutions back and forth. They played with some good pace. I thought the score would be a little bit more different than what it is. So you have to be, if you're a coach, you got to be a little happy about it because it could be a lot worse.
Absolutely. You have to celebrate the small wins. This game is just as much mental as it is physical for the threat, given that they have 7 players on the floor.
Here is Carter. And Hensley tries to get the steal and they'll stay here with the Surge. This broadcast is made possible by the Clark Family Foundation, thinking about issues in a way others often don't. Contact Allie Kelsey Sr., Programs Director, today at 314-899-5248. Forward with the inbound. And Carter with the tap pass. Interesting to Latham. Here's Bellick, should take a 3. Off the back iron, McClure with the hustle and the rebound. Here's McClure. Off over dribble, she uses the right hand and puts it in the shoot.
That's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful by McClure. She got the call to start tonight, and she is using her opportunity.
Now 10 points for McClure as Euless gets the 3 here. 11 points now for Euless. She leads all scores, and now a turnover. And it'll go back to the threat.
Well, the threat, they really need that 3-point shot. With this possession right here, they have a chance to cut the lead to 10.
As Euless. 2:05 to go here in the first half. Euless setting up the play here. Middle with Bauer for 3. Bounces in and out. And McClure is the one with the ball. Here comes McClure. Looked like he was fouling. No call there. That's a steal. Body threat. Here's William Lewis. In the corner. And Latham yelling dead. Got her trapped. And she gets the timeout.
Bianca Latham is so pesky on defense. I know she gets under the opponent's skin when he plays like that.
What's up with that? We'll be back with more Space Basketball right after this.
This a rolling, not a stop. Watch shit don't never stop.
Back to third quarter on the 8th train. Harley Delane alongside with me is Ashley Wright and Palmer Alexander the third. Hey, make sure that you check out Proficient Chiropractic, which is a proud sponsor of this live broadcast. Doctors Edgar Everett and Xavier Tip. We are your family chiropractor. Contact us today. 2050 Woodson Road in Oakland, Missouri. Call us at 214-447-0725.
I'm looking at Tony Condra. I think he's ready to dance. He's definitely ready to dance.
He's in that mode right now.
I mean, it's all make you dance, though. It makes you want to dance.
Yeah. That's what music can do a lot too. Here's Euless inbounding. Reed Lewis. Then to go on the shot clock. 96 to go here in the first half. Get the screen here. Oh, a carry, and that was missed.
Yeah.
But a turnover instead. Bellick retrieves it. Here's McClure. 2-on-1. The pass to Carter. Wild shot. Can't get it. Hensley with the rebound. The tip, and here comes Euless. Euless will take it at the free throw line. Buries it.
You know what? I'm glad she did that because when you got the defender just steady backing up and backing up and backing up, just take the shot.
Smart play by Euless. Very smart play. She was in rhythm.
Here's Latham. 15 to go on the shot clock. She tries to take it with the left hand. She draws the foul.
And earlier we talked about the threat kind of forcing it down the middle. That's exactly what Latham did here, and I feel, yeah, she loves to push the ball, and sometimes it's not fair, and it's kind of like you're forcing it.
Oh, what a move for Reed Lewis. The basket.
Take out two defenders on that one.
But that's all having eyes in the back of your head and having your head on the swivel. And that smart play, slow down, let the person run past you.
Here's Latham. She'll take the three from the corner, and she puts it in.
Another example of that ball movement on offense. The third have excellent ball movement.
Down to 10. 8 seconds to go. He'll take a three. Oh, will it count?
Oh.
So after the first half, the St. Louis Surge 43 and the Toledo Threat 29. We'll come back with more St. Louis Surge basketball. Hey, you can check us out on Facebook Live. We'll have the halftime show there. But we'll just have a moment as our producer Jay Harrell is giving us some instruction. We'll be back with more St. Louis Surge basketball right after this. You're listening to our particular broadcast with RareGem Productions and the In the Zone Network. Stay close.
He got free to clean back now. Raws don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, strippers getting naked before I sat down. See a ball and money stacks all the shack now. See her push the button and let the roof on the back down. I'm on the road doing shows to my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling, bring 'em out, hey, all my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, hey, all the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, hey, front the back day yelling, bring 'em out, hey, get with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique.
Everybody get up, it's time to slam now. We got the real jam going down. Welcome to the Space Jam. Get your pants, do your dance at the Space Jam. Alright. Everybody get up, it's time to slam now. We got the real jam going down. Welcome to the Space Jam. Get your pants, do your dance at the Space Jam. Alright. jam, pump it, hook it, hit a body, jump it, fuck the jam. Fuck the jam, pump it, hook it, hit a body,
RG back, RG pop it, RG back, RG pop it, RG back, RG pop it, RG back. RG back, RG pop it, RG back, RG pop it, RG back, RG pop it, RG back.
Make it jump, make it jump.
Just pop it back, RG back, just pop it back. Put the RG back, just pop it back. RG back, just pop it back. Put the RG back, just pop it back. RG back, just pop it back. Put the RG back, just pop it back. RG back, just pop it back. Put the RG back, just pop it, 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 pop it. Put the RG in your back. Pop it, 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 pop it.
You know what it is, man. This is your boy, DJ Drew. Before we get into this, man, I don't care if you big, tall, skinny, fat, it is what it is.
wobble, baby, wobble, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble. Yeah, yeah, yo, get it down. Yeah, yeah, get it down. Yeah, yo, get it down. I'm in my zone, I'm feeling it. Stop blowing my buzz, quit killing it. So buy another round and try to shut us down about an hour ago, but we still in this. We still in it. We still in it. We still in it. We turn this shit up loud and buy another round and try to shut us down about an hour ago, but we still in it. I pull up in that automatic hook up. Be rich, pull up in that rooster till we wake up, put up. Got all these turns. I work out, I'm doing cool. So Bobby Banders in the building, pop that, throw a foot up in the air. One time for an like me with squad like this, where it seems so strong and flow so cold. Ain't nothing but some bad in my clique. What's up, B-side? We in it, They think they seeing me, but they ain't seen. Girls on the pole, yeah, make me rich. Girls on my toes wanna take my pick. Yeah, we can do this and all night, can't tell me, never can't tell me. All on my own, open that pack, rolling that song, and we still.
Back with Surge Basketball, the A-Train, Arlington Lane. Alongside with me is Ashley Wright. We're going to go over a little bit of halftime stats before we begin the second half. So far in the first half, we got 37% from the Toledo Threat, 46% for the Surge. They were 2 of 9 from 3 and 5 of 6 from the free throw line. 2 of 12 for Toledo from 3, and they were 3 of 4 from the free throw line. 13 points from Sharice Eulis, and we got 10 for Kelsey McClure leading the pack for the Surge. What have you seen so great in the first half?
I think the difference is the field goal percentage between the Surge and the Threat. The Threat are shooting 37%, while the Surge are shooting 46%. We've seen the Surge get a lot of high percentage shots through the post players, and they've been playing through the post, passing it low, getting easy layups, and I think that's the difference in tonight's game so far.
What's been very interesting is the fact that the starters have not had a lot of time on the floor, but they're going to get some time here to start the second half as we begin. There's Christy Bellick over to Carter. Jones inside the Bellick. Off the back end, she gets her own offensive rebound. And it's going to go the other way. Interesting play there. Yeah, very interesting. Oh, that foul was on Christy Bellick. Okay, I wanted to make sure of that. Had a little pause. There was a little confusion on there, but that's okay. Here's Eulis. 13 points in the first half. Over to Middlebrooks Bauer. Being guarded by Carter. Left side is Reed Lewis. 10 to go on the shot clock. Here's Hood. Reed Lewis. 5 to go on the shot clock inside to Hensley. She'll need to take it up. Tries to get a fake using the shot. And off the back iron off. Here's Jones. She'll take the jumper. No good. Hensley gets the rebound. And Reed Lewis retrieves.
And that's something that you don't want the Surge to start doing. They just took a questionable jump shot early in the shot clock, and that's kind of how you start to lose a lead instead of building on one.
And it'll remain here with the Threat. 9 minutes to go here in the third quarter. We are from the Washington University Fieldhouse here in St. Louis, Missouri. Hope you're catching all the action here on Spreaker and on Facebook Live. This is a turnover now for the Threat. Even numbers here. Here's Harris. She'll take it by herself. And it rattles home and in. So Rebecca Harris now with just her 9th point. Here's Lewis. Thought about the 3. Takes a bump fake. Here's Hood. Getting the pass. Here's Reed Lewis again. Coming out of the corner. On the left side is Eulis. She'll take a 3. Took a bounce and couldn't get it to go. Butler with the rebound. And even after a 38-point effort, Jaleesa Butler, no points in the ball game today. As Middlebrooks Bauer gets the rebound. Here's Eulis. He'll take another 3. And that one goes. So
one of them got it going.
Eulis now with 16 points. And now a 13-point lead for the Surge.
Well, she's a high-volume shooter. She had 14 shot attempts in the first half, and Jordan Jones makes that shot, but she's a high volume shooter, and you know what? You want her taking those shots, but you also want them to take more shots once he pressures hands gets more touches in the paint. She's wide open.
Here's Reed Lewis. Off the mark, Hensley tried to get the offensive rebound, and it'll stay here.
Looks like some contact there on the rebound.
and you know what, Rebecca, being the consummate pro, just making sure the pressure was okay.
And Precious Hands now enter into the ball game. We got 7 to go on the shot clock as the refs confer for a brief moment. We've got our producer, Jade Harrell. As you can always know, that RareGem Productions is a proud media partner of this live broadcast. Presents the all-new Our Healthy Men Prostate Cancer Question and Answer Show. Make sure that you check it out at www.oneRareGem.com. Back to the game, and looks like there's going to be a shot clock reset for the threat. Euless inbounding to Hands. Top of the key being guarded by Brittany Carter. Here's Hands over to Reed Lewis. Trying to get inside. She does. Tries to get the layup. No call. And it'll remain with threat.
I tell you what, she was looking like she was ready to put somebody in a blender for a second. I mean, Janelle Reed Lewis, she's a very capable ball handler. Sometimes she moves a little bit too much with the ball, if that makes any kind of sense, and kind of gets a little out of control at times.
And Hood couldn't get it to go, and Sudds retrieve. Here's Jones. Oh, wow. He tried to zip it in, and Bella couldn't get her hand on it.
Hey, just stop being cute. Just make the pass. You up by 15. Just play within yourself. You'll be all right.
Here is Ewan. Now being guarded by Jones. Over to Hands. Dribble. She does. Trying to get a foul in the process. Here's Reed Lewis. Back into the top of the key, being guarded by Carter. 5 to go on the shot clock. Here's Reed Lewis. She takes it straight to the basket with the right hand. Can't get it to go. Bowler gets the rebound, and here comes the third pushing.
Brittany Carter just played some excellent defense there on the mixed match. She moved her feet while guarding the shorter and smaller player, and she didn't use her hands to swipe out the ball.
And another thing that Brittany Carter does so well is use her reach. And a lot of players that reach like that always get called for fouls, but not her. And she uses that to her advantage.
Here's Harris. Here's a good pump fake using the right hand. And off his Hood. And a steal by Harris. And it looks like it's going to go back to the threat.
Now, one thing about the officials, they're not sending a lot of people to the line tonight. Calls that we saw that normally leads to free throw attempts, either way, they're not happening.
Hey, we want to send happy birthday wishes out to Melissa Ferris of Girl Chat Sports. Celebrates a milestone day today. We want to make sure we get that out there to her. As Reed Lewis inside, a little too hard. Harris gets the rebound. Reed Lewis fighting for the ball. And did we get a jump? Yes, we do. Of course, Rebecca Harris does not agree. As Johnson and Kelsey McClure is going to enter in, probably going to enter in for Rebecca Harris after the jump.
Now, Ashley, we've been watching this game and watching Janelle Reed Lewis play. She does a good job of breaking her defender down off the dribble, but once she gets past the defender, she's looking for someone to pass to.
It's as if she's surprised that she's open.
Here's Euless. Inside the Hood. She uses the right hand. Just can't get it to go down. Hensley, no good herself. Here's Jones, a little stutter step. On the left side is Carter. She's wide open for three. No good. Here comes Reed Lewis over the Hands. And it's an offensive foul on Hands. So good defense by Jordan Jones. And the turnover, and they'll head back to the surge. Now Kelsey McClure into the ball game. She'll come in for Jordan Jones. Looks like she's grabbing her hip as she made that hit. And Hensley will take a seat as well as Haynes into the ball game now for the threat. 5:40 to go here in the third quarter. There's Harris McClure, Johnson, Carter, and Butler. As Butler will take a three here, and she gets her first points of the game on that three-point basket. 18-point lead now for the Surge at 50-32. Here's Reed Lewis, a little push off. Wants to move, try to get it inside to Haynes. Johnson guarding is Haynes, and it's rejected by Johnson. Carter retrieves it. And Haynes was looking for a call, but she won't get it here. Here's Carter, right side to McClure. McClure for three. Off the mark. Carter gets the offensive rebound and puts it in. So now Brittany Carter with her 9th point, and that lead is now 20.
And guess who's leading the Surge in scoring tonight?
Kelsey McClure.
She's the only one in double digits.
And here's Hood. Hood at the top of the key, being guarded by Johnson. Reed Lewis, 5 to go on the shot clock. Trying to get to the basket. Good defense so far, and it's going to be a 24-second violation, and they'll go back to the Surge. So great defense by the Surge.
And if you pay attention to the Surge during their defensive sequence, you see a lot of communication, a lot of rotating. If someone loses their man, you hear, I got it, I got her back, I got her.
And Sharice Eulis, you could tell she was really frustrated in that last sequence. You know, she wasn't didn't get the ball, a little bit of over dribbling, by our player, by our teammate. What was that?
Butler. Butler with the left hand couldn't get it to go. Here comes the threat, Reed Lewis. And doing a lot of pushing off. She's very frustrated out there on the floor. And she'll stay here with the threat. Is that a foul on the play?
And that's
but
something. I'm sorry, Arlington. And that's something that the threat cannot allow. Reed Lewis, we just saw an example of her frustration. The threat are down players, so they can't afford to have a player not mentally in the game.
Eulis. Here's Hensley. Off the inbound. Second dribble stop. Over to Reed Lewis. Trying to dance. Under. Here's Eulis for three. Off the left side, Haynes gets the offensive rebound. Hensley gets there. And we got 2 shots coming up.
But Hensley could have got called for over the back. Anytime when you go for somebody, that is always a foul. I mean, that's the easiest call you can make outside of a travel.
And Hensley to the line for 2. Makes the first. So now with 7 points.
And I like watching Hensley play. She has a lot of raw skills about her, but she has a decent footwork. If they keep her around the basket, in that 10-foot area, she can definitely make some things happen. She has a nice touch around the rim, long, athletic, and she just knocked down 2 at the line.
She plays what I like to call old school basketball, especially for a post player, moving her feet and, like you said, getting open, using her body for space.
Now 8 points for Hensley. As here's McClure. Going straight to the basket. This time the left hand can't get it to go. Williams can't get it to go as well.
And despite the miss by McClure, the threat left a hole so open. Oh, it looks like a hard foul.
And Brittany Carter thought that was a block, and it's going to be a foul against Carter.
Yeah, and the crowd reaction is warranted because that was just a clean block. And it's almost if the referees are reacting to Precious' hands hitting the court.
And to get a couple of free throws here. Puts that one in.
And a part of a ref's job is to not be influenced by fans or not be influenced by a player's reaction. You have to make the call because that's what you see on the floor.
As Rebecca Harrison head over to the bench and Bianca Lacey for the Surge.
Well, Brittany Carter was smiling because she's like, that's funny.
Inbound as McClure gave up the dribble. Here's Carter over to Latham. Johnson, she'll take a three here. Just can't find a shot, but she gets her own offensive rebound and puts it off the window with the left hand.
And that's an example of sticking with the play no matter what. Follow your shot.
Huge breakdown also by the Toledo threat on defensive boards.
Here's Hands, being guarded by Johnson. 15 to go on the shot clock. And she is hit into a wall by Therese Williams, and she's called for traveling.
Sharice Williams is a wall.
No doubt about it.
I know that hurt.
Here's Carter. Carter, Latham, Johnson, McClure, and Williams. As Johnson holds out, can't get it to go. Williams with the offensive rebound, and she's fouled by Hewlett.
Looked like Euless didn't even attempt to box her out right there. It's like Euless thought that she was trying to rebound against a taller player and just gave up.
And she doesn't stand a chance trying to rebound against Sharice Williams anyway. She's too strong, long, and athletic.
But also it's about the effort. You got to put the effort in. You never know unless you try.
Williams makes the first free throw. And make sure that you contact Proficient Chiropractic, which is a proud sponsor of this live broadcast. They're conveniently located close to the intersection of Page Avenue and Woodson Road. Contact them today at 314-447-0725. Here's Reed Lewis. 2.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. 20-point lead as a bump from Reed Lewis on Johnson. Here's Hands. Swatted by Williams. What a play there from Sharice Williams.
Well, notice that Toledo threat, and listen, I admire that. Take the ball to the basket, but you got to get some contact. You got to draw some fouls, and you can't just run into them and expect the referees to bail you out. You got to be able to, make an offensive play and getting the ball up on the basket.
24-second shot clock violation, and the Surge get it. Now ahead 20, 56-36. Here's McClure. Inside to Williams, and a turnover here. And the Threat are on the move. Reed Lewis inside the paint, and she's fouled. Lewis will go to the line and shoot a couple. Foul is going to be on Sharice Williams, her second. Foul total is now at 5 for the Surge.
I think that they're acting with the ball before they know what they're going to do themselves. We've seen a lot of out-of-control offensive plays by the Threat, and I think that's what's going on.
Lewis makes the free throw. Just don't know where that came from.
How about I tell you something about the Toledo Threat? Now, owner Sandy Brown, I mean, such a nice individual. We were just talking also before the game started. They're in their second year of operation, but they've gotten a lot of great community support.
As Reed Lewis gets her own offensive rebound, she'll take a three here. Just can't find the basket. Carter gets the rebound. And Johnson wasn't ready. Haynes gets it. Over to Reed Lewis. Tries to get the pump fake, and she's fouled, and she'll get a couple.
Second time tonight that's happened with Janelle Reed Lewis. And you know what? Why not try to initiate some contact? Maybe get your man one, stop the clock, maybe slow the game down a little bit more. Kind of weird. We're going to the end of the third quarter. The Surge has 56 points.
And as you stated earlier, when you're trying to draw a foul, you want to go up and try to draw that contact. You want to go up with control. If you're going up out of control, the ref is 9 times out of 10 not going to give you the call that you're looking for.
As Reed Lewis hits the first free throw, and she's now in double digits at 10. Couple of dribbles and hits that second free throw. 56-39 Surge, a minute and 36 to go here in the third quarter. Here's Latham. Over to Carter. She'll take a three wide open. Wow. When she's wide open, she's starting to get a lot of those shots to go. 12 points now for Brittany Carter, and that lead is back up to 20. Here's Reed Lewis. Dribble inside to the paint, using the arm, and Williams gets the rebound.
That's about the third possession that Reed Lewis has tried to play one-on-one basketball and shoot herself.
Johnson over in the corner, trapped. And Condra does get the timeout. We'll step aside for just a little bit. We'll be back with more Surge basketball right after this. You're listening to RareGem Productions and the In the Zone Network. Back with Surge Basketball, the A-Train, Arlington Lane. Alongside with me is Ashley Wright and Palmer Alexander III.
I really enjoy our commercial breaks. Can we get Jesse J dance?
Here's Latham over to Johnson. Minute to go here in the third quarter. Gardner again for three.
Ooh.
He
Getting
has
out of hand.
such a beautiful stroke. It is crazy.
I got chills when that ball left her hands. It was just such a beautiful shot.
15 points now for Carter. 62-39, 46 to go here in the third. Here's Haynes for three. And Williams goes and gets it. Here comes the surge again. Here's Latham. The top. Inside to Williams. Takes the dribble. Tries to get it. And they're going to get Eulis with the foul. Now, that's going to be her fourth foul. They're going to need Eulis as much as possible to try to make something out of it here when it gets to the fourth.
Sharice Williams has such an array of moves down in the post that when it's one-on-one, 9 times out of 10, she's going to give you a score.
As Johnson bangs home a three. Laura Johnson now 5 points in the game. 65-39 surge. Here's Reed Lewis with 10 seconds to go. Being guarded by Carter. And a foul here. And Carter is looking like, is that me again?
And, you know, Janelle, pardon me, Arlington, Janelle Reed-Lewis, a little ginger right now, but watching her play all game, and one thing that she does, she gets you off the dribble, she cradles the ball, and then she goes to put the shot. But the one thing that's missing, too, is touch. You got to have a little bit of touch, you know, around the basket. Because once you turn that corner and you cradle, you get that call, all you got to do is just, you know, use a little bit more touch. Because a lot of those shots are going high off the backboard. I mean, missing too strong to be that close towards the basket. And there's nobody jumping in her face, you know what I'm saying, to block those shots. So once you cradle the ball, get that step on the defender, that's the only place is for you in the basket. Who is going to block it? Yeah?
Sometimes it gets windy in gym.
As Reed Lewis misses both free throws, Williams gets the rebound. Carter with 2 seconds to go. Somebody going to take it up. Latham does. He couldn't get it to fall. Boy, they were about to erupt on the bench. And Judah knocked it down. So after three, third 65, Toledo threat 39. We'll step aside. Be back with the fourth quarter right after this. You're listening on RareGem Productions and the In the Zone Network.
Pack it up, pack it in, let me begin. I came to win, battle me, that's a sin. I won't ever back up, punk, you better back up. Try and play the role and you're the whole crew will act up. Get up, stand up, come on, throw your hands up if you got the feeling. Jump up, touch the ceiling, monk with the funk out. Someone fucking jump, yeah, I'll bust them in the eye. And then I'll take the funk out, feeling funky. Amped in a trunk and I got more rhymes than the cops at a junkie. Donut shop, sure enough, I got props from the kids on the hill with my mom and my pop. I can't make it down, I can't make it down. So get down your feet and jump around, jump around, jump around.
Back with St. Louis Surge basketball. Man, my producer is kicking it over here, man. The music is being played in our ears, and you just can't help but to get yourself hyped. The A-Train, Arlington Lane, Palmer Alexander, and Ashley Wright joining me. Surge 65, threat 39, and right now on the scoreboard, like everything is gone off the threat side. Is that a sign of the times? I don't know. But definitely, we got a fourth quarter here in action. Hey, make sure that you know that this broadcast is made possible by the Clark Fox Family Foundation. You can discover great summer camps and programs for your kids at blueprintforsummer.com. Call 314-899-5248. As Haynes, he retrieves it, and they get a new 24. Eulis, he'll take a three on the left side. Boom! So, Sharice Eulis, 19 points. Still a long way to go. 65-42. Here's Harris. Inside King. Wow. What a breakdown on defense.
It looks like the threat are looking to try to trap the corners that the Surge are in. But when doing that, you have to make sure that you're allowing yourself to rotate and you're allowing your teammates to come over to the man that you just moved from.
Here's Euless on the right side is Haynes, 10 to go on the shot clock. Over the hood, she wasn't ready for it, and the pass is taken by McClure. She's got it all by herself, and in. So now Kelsey McClure with 12 points. And that lead is now stretched out to 27. That was Middlebrooks Bauer with the pass, and it's out of bounds, and they'll stay with the threat. So in the third quarter, 24% for the threat. Because here's Hensley. Hensley, great move, just couldn't get it to go. But Harris gets it off on the rebound, and here comes the Surge. Bellick inside. No, McClure gets the offensive rebound. And they're reset. Here's Harris. And King wasn't ready for that pass. A little too high. Rebecca Harris says, my fault, and they'll go back to the threat. So 15 points for Brittany Carter. 2 of 4 from 3 for the Surge. 12 points for Kelsey McClure. And those are the two that lead for the Surge tonight. Here's Euless again for 3. And King tries to get it. Harris ends up getting it. And here comes the Surge. And Haynes with the blocking foul. I will say this, a positive moment from the Toledo threat is Brianna Hensley with 8 points and 13 rebounds. So she's on her way to a double-double tonight. Here's McClure. Here's Harris. They try to trap. And Harris breaks it down. Here's Robinson. Off the right side. Hood with the rebound. Comes Euless. Hood, she'll take a 3. Off the front end. McClure retrieves the rebound. Was beating up the court. Brings it back. Inside to Robinson. Using off the right hand. Yes! So Taylor Robinson now with her third field goal. 71-42 Surge.
The Surge have been having their way all night in the post, and they just keep going back to what has given them this lead in the first place.
And Hensley gets it taken away by Robinson. Great defense. Bellick retrieves, and here comes McClure. Bellick at the top left side is Rebecca Harris. 14 to go on the shot clock. Harris with the right hand. Yes. Rebecca Harris now with 11 points. And that lead is now 31.
When you got Rebecca Harris and you don't have to really depend, on her offense, and you got other players chipping in doing well.
As Haynes throws up a 3 and can't get it to go, Bellick retrieves the rebound, and here comes the Surge again. Over to King. Bellick. That'll be a 2-pointer as her foot was on the line.
The threat is beginning to look a bit lackadaisical. They're shooting early in the shot clock, and they're jogging back on defense. When they're on defense, they aren't playing with their hands out. They aren't playing as energetic as they were to begin the game.
And you know what? I think it's finally caught up to them. The Surge is blowing them down.
We'll step aside for this timeout. We'll be back with more Surge basketball right after this. You're listening to RareGem Productions and the In the Zone Network.
Makes me wonder how I keep from going under. It's like a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder how I keep from going under.
Oh, back with Surge basketball. The A-Train Arlington Lane alongside with me is Palmer Alexander and Ashley Wright. Getting back into action, 33-point advantage so far for the St. Louis Surge. Hey, we've seen some great things from Kelsey McClure tonight, and I'm glad that we're getting to see a little bit more of the newer faces that are playing on this Surge team.
And she was one of the first players that stood out to me when we was at Funmont. Remember when we all got together and when they was having tryouts a few months ago, and she was one of the players that stood out immediately. The way she played defense, the way she chased people down, the way she harassed you, and we're seeing some of those good things on display tonight. The game kind of came to her. She slowed down, and she made a few shots tonight.
And Middlebrooks-Brower throws it away. Here's Harris as King puts it in. So Mariah King now with 6 points. Lead stretched out to 35.
Mariah King is a player. She is a player. And you know what? She's giving them, more depth, more added depth. Someone, again, that can make those shots in transition, set hard screens, and defend.
Great job by Taylor Robinson on that defensive play. King couldn't hold on.
Another opportunity for Janelle Reed-Lewis. Again, great position to make a shot at the basket. Just don't have the touch around the rim.
You have to learn to slow yourself down after you make your move. After you make your move, you have to go up with a soft touch around the rim.
Here's Eulis. Over to Hensley. 5 to go. She'll take it up. And Williams with the block. Here's McClure. 3-on-2. Here's Lerma. Takes a hard fall. Can't get it to go. Williams with the offensive rebound. King at the top for 3. No good. Eulis gets the rebound. Eulis with the pump fake. Almost got it to go. But she'll go to the line to shoot a couple. So one of the other bright spots for the threat, Eulis. She'll go to the line to see if she can get her 20th and 21st points.
Now, despite things are not being so bright for them on the court, they got a lot of good things going for them off the court, especially with all the support that they're getting. Sandy Brown, the owner, she told me that they're getting support from the Toledo Public School District. They're also being supported by the BCSN network. So, community support is so huge, especially at this level, work with the WBCBL and a lot of the teams that they're at. And so, this is good for them, even though that more likely they're going to lose today. But get a chance to be a part of this atmosphere and seeing how things are done. This is only good for them, and you really appreciate when you meet people like that.
Bring it back to action. Here's McClure with the right hand. No, she gets her own offensive rebound. She puts it back up and in. So another 2 for Kelsey McClure. That is now 14 for her. Eulis with the 3, 24 for her.
Long time no see for 3.
As Johnson, somebody came up and distracted us with food. You can't do that over here. Here's Johnson again with Williams, and Williams puts it off the window. So Reese Williams now with 6 points. As Kelsey McClure gets the steal.
McClure has been everywhere on this court tonight. You have to appreciate what she's been able to do for the Surge.
I guess you would give that an assist, wouldn't you think, to Johnson?
And Kelsey McClure looked over at the ref and bucked her eyes, and he bucked her right back.
Mariah King with the rebound. And if you can see Marie Lewis, she is very frustrated out tonight. But they've made it very frustrating for her on offense. Here's Lerma. McClure. Marie Lewis, 10 to go on the shot clock. Lerma takes the left-handed dribble. She takes it. Can't get it to go. Precious Hands with the rebound. Yeah, Precious Hands holding on to that ball. Goes to the left side.
Nice one.
As a good steal here from Mariah King. As the Surge come back. McClure, she'll take the jumper. Williams with the rebound. And it'll stay here.
And that's a great call by the ref. I was waiting on him to say over the back, but I did not see a box out by the threat right there.
Yeah. And you know what? The game is pretty much in hand, and I'm giving my player of the game to Kelsey McClure.
Well deserved. As I stated earlier, she's been everywhere on the floor. She's been giving the Surge that spark that they needed.
I'm going to have to, since we giving it early, I'll give mine to Sharice Williams, man, for her defensive play. You know, blocking shots and rebounding is what she does very well. So we'll step aside. 3:27 left to go in the game. Check us out on Facebook Live and on Spreaker. We're with RareGem Productions and the In the Zone Network. Hey. Basketball action, the A-Train, Arlington Lane, Ashley Wright joining me. Palmer Alexander is headed to the court so we can get the post-game interviews that are coming up. It's 3:27 to go here in the ball game, 83-47 Surge. Hey, if you haven't checked out our Spreaker broadcast, you can always check out the TV broadcast with STLSurgeBasketball.com. Randy Molman and Jada Hill bringing you the action as they do. But if you like, you can always join us here on Spreaker and Facebook Live through One Rare Gem. As always, RareGem Productions is a proud media partner of this live broadcast. Make it bigger with RareGem Productions. Contact Jay Harrell today, 805 RareGem. 36-point lead. I suspected 40 tonight. I talked with Randy Molman over on the TV broadcast. He said 30. I said 40. So I'm getting closer to my number. You think we're going to pull a 40-point effort or 40-point deficit or not?
Well, after that, I think so. After that, I think so. As I stated earlier, it looks like the Threat are becoming a little lackadaisical, so 40 doesn't seem too out of reach for the Surge.
And they also seem tired. You have to also understand that they're only playing 7 players tonight, so it's a lot. As Reed Lewis gets the basket and the foul here. And that foul is going to be on number 23, Letty Lerma. So now 13 points for Reed Lewis. It had a lot of factors if we're going back to the Threat. You know, it was a lot of times with the lackadaisical defensive play as Reed Lewis makes the free throw. You have to understand, they're tired. You have to really see that. There's a lot of fatigue going on, especially when you're only playing 7 players. Here's Lerma. Latham on the right side for 3. Yes! Bianca Latham with the 3 there, and 88-50 the Surge. Here's Yulee, now being guarded by Lerma. The bench has been empty for the Surge. Inside to Hensley. She takes a turnaround, and King gets the rebound. See, the one thing about the Surge is they have a great second unit, and so that's how they can continue to burn teams at the stake. As King tried to get the 3, Hensley with the rebound, and ahead to Reed Lewis. It's a spin move using the right hand. Nope. Hand smothered by green shirts.
And
turnover.
And when you're on a fast break, if you're the Threat, it may look like an easy way to score, but you have to have correct spacing, and they weren't spaced correctly, which is why they ended up missing that layup.
And the basket there from Hand. There's Johnson. He's thinking about it. As you can see, her teammates are coaxing her to take it, but she didn't. Here's King. Excuse me, that's Williams with the right hand. No good. Haynes with the rebound. And here comes the Threat. 88-52. Hey, what did you think about Minchie's frozen yogurt tonight?
Oh, it tastes wonderful.
It does.
It tastes wonderful.
What flavor did you have tonight?
I had cookies and cream, and let me just tell you, it didn't last long.
Yeah, I had the same thing, too. So make sure that you go check out Minchie's frozen yogurt at 12587 Olive Boulevard in Creve Coeur. And as they told me, we're black-owned. So I was like, hey, you got to make sure you go support our minority-owned businesses and make sure that you go and check them out. Great yogurt, man. It was really good. We tried to get our TV partner, Jada Hill, to get on some, and she was like, I don't want any. So, but it's all right. We tried it. We liked it. All three of us did. And we'll definitely try and go back out there and have it again, for sure.
Yeah. Second.
As a minute and 15 seconds to go in the ball game. Here's Latham trying to get inside. Yeah, it's going to be steps there. So took a few steps there. No biggie. 33-point advantage for the Surge. Looks like Randy Moman's going to win this one on me. So
yeah.
She stayed with the 30 points.
And as we were talking about Minchie's frozen yogurt, I couldn't help but to notice Reed Lewis and a fan going back and forth. And after Reed Lewis just had the defensive stop, she stopped and stared at the heckler right there.
There's his hand. Right hand goes off the window and in. 58-6 to go, 88-57. 9 points for Hands as King inside. There's a whistle. Like there's going to be a hold here. It's going to be on Haynes. That's Haynes' third. Make sure you come out next week. Back at it again here at the Washington University Fieldhouse at 7:05 here against the Georgia Stampede. And you can see all of the wonderful sponsors on the network. So we're going to, I think my producer Jay Terrell saying just to keep on going. And guess what? We're going to keep on doing it. We're going to keep going too. Thank all the wonderful sponsors of St. Louis Surge basketball: Weber Chevrolet, Barnes Jewish Hospital, Washington University, the Boys and Girls Club of America, Under Armour, our presenting sponsor, Amarin, Women's Journal, Smoothie King. Hey, go check out Smoothie King, man. For real. 4475 Forest Park Avenue, St. Louis, Missouri, 63108. Contact them, 314-534-9231. I've been to that location, and they have the best customer service I've seen at a Smoothie King here in St. Louis. They will greet you, and then they will definitely get you hooked up with a wonderful smoothie. Hey, go check it out on Fridays. You check it out on Fridays?
I do, and honestly, if you've never been to Smoothie King, I recommend Caribbean Way. It is amazing. You can never go wrong with it.
Hey, I'm always hooked up with that strawberry, that lemon strawberry, man. That's like my favorite. You know, I can get along with that, and I can have my day set, especially those $5 Fridays. We can get you a 32-ounce for only $5. Can't beat that. Got a jump ball here. We got between Williams and Hensley. And did Williams try to tap it in the basket? Either way it goes, it'll head over to the threat. 47 seconds to go. Game already in the bag. As we get towards the final seconds. Here's Eulis. And Johnson gets the rebound. There's Lerma. Over to Johnson. She'll take it. In the corner. We got a foul here on. Is that on King?
It looks like it is.
Oh, that'll be on Sharice Williams. That's her third foul. Right? Sorry about the moment in action. It's all good. All time out here. Oh, nope. We got free throws coming up? Okay, yes, we do. Well, a lot of confusion tonight, you know what I mean? You don't normally get that at a game, but got free throws coming up. Hensley, and see if she can get. All she needs is a point here, a free throw here, and she'll have a double-double for tonight.
Arlington, what did you think about the Surge tonight?
You know what? What I saw tonight with the St. Louis Surge is St. Louis Surge basketball. And I was very impressed by the second unit. The second unit is what pretty much carried this team tonight. You know, we didn't really see a lot of Jaleesa Butler. We didn't see a lot of Rebecca Harris. Why? Because you really did not need them tonight. You know, and you got to see the emergence of Kelsey McClure. You know, that's something that has been a big key here. You know, you're going to need that when you get into the run, getting towards the regional and the national tournament. That's a turnover here for Reese Williams.
I think that second unit is what makes the Surge dangerous, that they don't have to rely on their stars 24/7. They don't have to rely on their stars 24/7
Nope.
to win games.
Down to 10 seconds to go here in the ball game. Yeah, you're going to have to keep up a little faster with that with that count. Here's Eulis with 3. And off the mark, and that'll do it. Final score. St. Louis Surge 88, the Threat 59. We'll step aside, and then we'll come back with Palmer Alexander with our player of the game tonight. You're catching Surge basketball right here on Spreaker through RareGem Productions and the In the Zone Network. Back with Surge basketball, the A train, Arlington Lane. Final score 88-59. As we send it over, you see he's getting tacked on and ready. We're going to send it over to Palmer Alexander III. He's with our player of the game. And it looks like it's going to be Kelsey McClure.
And working out with the player of the game. Kelsey McClure, you had a huge game tonight, paced the team. What was working for you today?
Oh, man, fast break. All up the court. They know how I like to score, and that's possible for me whenever my teammates help me out. So,
how important was it for that first shot to go down for you, especially, you know, when you made that layup, you had to go through a few people to make that shot?
Right, exactly.
Right, you're going to get better.
It felt good, actually, you know what I'm saying, seeing that first shot go crowd, and it makes you want to do more. It makes you want to help out the team.
And you played a lot of minutes tonight, more than you played the last game. Was you expected to play a lot of minutes?
Yeah, you know, we go hard at practice. You know what I'm saying? Like she said, I'm a rookie. I'm young. I'm thriving, and I'm growing each and every day. So I go hard in practice. So whenever I get the opportunity to step on the court, I produce just like this.
All right, so I know you want to enjoy this victory or whatnot. You know, let it sink in. Why don't you say hi to all our friends up there?
Thanks for supporting us.
All right, back up to you.
So the final score 88-59. Got Ashley Wright joining me as we finalize the game here. So a great effort by Kelsey McClure tonight, 16 points. You know, we saw a great effort as, of course, and we spoke about this a little bit. What did you see from the St. Louis Surge tonight?
As you stated earlier, I saw St. Louis Surge basketball. They didn't do anything too fantastic. They didn't try to go outside of their game. They pushed the tempo, and they played excellent defense. They had their hands stretched, they moved their feet, and they disrupted their opponent's offense.
We'll take it over to Palmer Alexander with Kalia Collier.
You know what? This is what to see the fans. This is a great game to get our bench involved, and they showed up, they showed out, and it really shows to our depth. Tonight was about getting them prepared as this is fine-tuning. We got to get ready for the playoffs.
I was talking with your rookie, Kelsey McClure, and she was one of the first players that stood out at Fun Bond, you know, before the season started.
You know, Kelsey's going to keep working hard. She's playing, you have Rebecca Harris, one of the top guards not only in the league but in the country. You got Jordan Jones, one of the top guards in the country. So she's learning from the best. And what we want Kelsey to do as a rookie is keep absorbing, because when it's her time and when she has those big moments to make, when we're at nationals, we want her to deliver.
What does that say when you don't have Rebecca having to put 30 points down or Jaleesa put 25 points down to beat a team?
That shows that's how we're going to win a championship. It's not going to get done just by our first five. I hope our entire roster realizes that, take every opportunity and build and prepare. And our coaching staff are making sure that they're going to have their time to shine, and we have to get this W collectively.
All right, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the night.
Yeah.
All right, back to you guys.
That was Kalia Collier and showcasing her side. As we got another interview coming up right now with Palmer Alexander.
Another huge win for you guys tonight. You guys, it was nip and tuck, but you had some different players step up tonight.
Yeah, we just wanted to get our bench more involved in what we had going on. I know 9, 10 deep with our bench.
The Toledo threat came in. They had a short bench. You guys were trapping a little bit. Was you guys trying to win them?
We were just working on our red, working on our fire, just working on doubling ball screens.
Kelsey McClure had a huge night. It looked like the game was starting to slow down for a little bit.
Yes, that's what we've been working on all week. She has good speed. She's really good in transition, but we can make her half court.
Talk about a little bit of the depth of the team. Mariah King came in, set some hard screens, got some great rebounds. Same thing with Sharice Williams. How important to get those players involved?
It's very important. For one, it's important because I'm handling the big. Offense is very key, and just knowing what to.
Coach, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the win.
Man, I appreciate it. Thanks for coming.
All right, back to you.
So the final score now 88-59. Surge, the big win tonight. They moved to 6-2. Toledo 3 will move to 1-5. 15 points for Brittany Carter, 11 points for Rebecca Harris, 14 points for Kelsey McClure. I know I said it was 16, it was actually 14. So your final thoughts, Ashley, on tonight's Surge victory?
I think the Surge do a great job at involving each player. Their bench tonight really had a great win today. The bench really came in and took over where the starting five left off. And I think for me, Brittany Carter has been such a spark for this team. Brittany Carter has been
for sure.
Very consistent. Tonight she went 6 of 11 from the field for 15 points. In previous games she had 25 points and then the next game 19. So to follow it up with another consistent game, I think that's amazing. And I think that's something that the Surge was missing last year.
Don't forget that they'll be back here next week on next Saturday against the Georgia Stampede. That game is at 7:05, and that'll be right here, the Washington University field out. So for Palmer Alexander, Ashley Wright for joining me. This is the A-Train Arlington Lane and the wonderful crew at RareGem Productions. They do an amazing job of putting together this broadcast for you, and then we continuously bring you that on Spreaker and on our TV side on STLSurgeBasketball.com. We'll see you in just a little while on next week. Right here at 7:05, we'll bring you the action again at 6:50 with the pregame. And we hope that you will tune in again on next week. So this is the A-Train Arlington Lane signing off. We'll catch you next time for another edition of St. Louis Surge Basketball Experience, the evolution. We'll see you next time. Thank you, RareGem Productions and the In the Zone Network.
About to get hype. Or should you just listen to the man on the mic? You're physically in this with me, but how could you tell? If it's meant to be hip-hop, if you're not mentally as well. Ready to absorb the rhyme that I just poured into the mic, so unite and this won't be so bored. If you just keep kicking, listen to the mix and think you'll sink into the rhyme like quicksand. Holds and controls you till I leave. You fall deeper in the style. It's hard to breathe. The only time I stop is when somebody drops and then bring them to the front, cause my rhyme's the oxygen. Then wave your hand when you
All right, Palmer Alexander here, and I'm with the winning coach tonight. How did it feel?
I mean,
You got a chance to see some of your other players that don't really get a lot of minutes. You know, Mariah King got a lot of minutes. Sharice Williams got a lot of minutes. How important was it for those guys to get into the game and get some action?
they have to get comfortable.
When Kelsey McClure, she was our player of the game, she was able to really active. It looked like the game slowed down a little bit for her today.
Oh, yeah, we had a nice talking.
All right, so I know you're going to enjoy this win. What are you looking forward to for your next game?
It's going to be competitive.
All right, Coach, and you did a good job tonight standing inside the box. On the lighter note, how close was you to dancing? Is it kind of tempting over the DJ's playing and it's your song and you want to? Thanks so much, man. We'll see you next week.
Definitely. I look forward to it.
All right. Back to you.